Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4. I've made so many videos. Let's make one more. Hi everyone, my name is Nisa Pisa and welcome back to my channel. This is my series, Window Shopping. I know everyone hates when YouTubers do this, but before we get into the actual meat of the video, I just feel the need to clear up some rumors that have been circulating around the internet about moi. It happens to every online creator at some point in their career that people start to say things about them that might seem outrageous, outlandish, or offensive. And I would just like to take this time to get out ahead of it by saying, it's all true. My face is beat, my body is tea, and my waist is missing. I can't fit my whole self in frame, but like, look at the material. I'm sorry about that. I got excited. If you're wondering why I'm so very fancy today, it's because the window shopping target for this afternoon is high-end designer luxury online marketplace retailer Ssense, which I have always known how to pronounce and did not just learn for this video. As I mentioned, Ssense is a retailer for luxury fashion and independent designers, which might seem at odds with the general ethos of window shopping, where I tend to sick my razor sharp wit onto gigantic planet-polluting human exploitation fast fashion factories like Temu or Shein, you know. But I'm window shopping Ssense today for 2 reasons. 1, because I received a comment telling me to, and I'm very, very persuadable. And 2, because sometimes it is fun to break the rules a little bit. Oh, boba tea, gnarly, robotics, gnarly, etc. Right. Anyway, women's wear. Right now this page looks like it's sorted in order of designer. So up top we have several pieces from Junya. I like these pieces because they have sort of a camouflage look to them, even though it's not actually plants that make up the print. It's like wet fabric against skin, silk screened onto other fabric. And because this is a swimsuit, it will also be wet against skin. It's kind of like a symbiotic circle of things. I like it because from a distance it looks a little camouflagey. Like maybe you could wear this dress to some sort of event that you weren't invited to, like the Met Gala. You could just stand next to a shrub until the securities walked away and then step out. Now you're in. Now you get to go to the museum, which is the most fun thing a person can experience. I think I would engage in some light criminal trespassing in order to go to the Met during the Met Gala. I would do that. Ooh. Martine Rose pink faded denim shorts for $540. Pairing these with flip-flops is so brave and so innovative. Wow. Being from New England, an item like this being sold on a luxury retailer is actually really important to me. For those of you who aren't American, the part of the country I live in, New England, has a lot of rich people with boats. And when you have a lot of rich people with boats in an area, you have to do things like make marinas for them to park their rich people boats at. And the communities that strike up around places with a lot of rich people with boats, you sort of start to see similar patterns of dress emerge. If you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, Google the brand Vineyard Vines. The vineyard in question is, I think, a reference to Martha's Vineyard, which is an area of Massachusetts. When I was a kid, anytime I heard someone talk about Martha's Vineyard, I thought it was a part of Cape Cod that was owned by Martha Stewart, because I used to watch her on TV all the time. And I remember being a child when she was sent to jail for whatever, and I was like, free her. I like that lady. She has a nice, soothing voice, and my grandmother watches her on TV. That's my friend. A stalwart elder statesman of preppy fashion is the salmon short. We all know this. And this is sort of like the next evolutionary step in the process. Why would I pay $180 for a pair of Polo Ralph Lauren salmon shorts when instead I could pay $540 for a pair of Martine Rose nuclear radioactive pink? I hesitate to even call these shorts. I feel as though at this point, once it's past the knee, it's capris. Thoughts? The problem is, a beautiful model can make anything work. Like, I do think that this shirt is inherently ridiculous, but this model's gorgeous, and I believe in the heart of this fit because the model is selling it to me. Who's this? Who is this? Connor Ives, yellow shirt, t-shirt, midi dress. Oh, this is one piece. Oh my god, wait, that's actually killer. I like that there's a little... He's got like tambourines with ribbons, it looks like. This is so unicorn tapestry medieval Met cloisters. So the shirt is designed to look like... this is like the mirror, and this is the reflection down here. And he's upside down, and the bottom of the skirt is shaped like a shirt collar. That's wacky. It's $660, but I can get it for only $40.86 a month with Klarna.
I love to shop the Klarna.
Klarna is actually the sponsor of this video. With Klarna, you can pay Helix Sleep $400 every week for 4 weeks for a mattress that you hate. Sorry, that's not your fault. It's not even really Helix Sleep's fault. I didn't pay close enough attention during the stupid mattress preference quiz, and now I have a mattress that has no structural integrity whatsoever. Girl, I sit on it. I sit on the edge of it, and the entire mattress dips. It's so squishy. It's like quicksand. Whatever. I think that this is silly, yes, but kind of cool. I do have to say, if I bought this, I would feel tempted every day to just slice it here and have a cute little shirt. I love this little shirt. I love this tambourine bard on horseback. I love him. A fish lure keychain. Wait a minute, this is only $125. I can afford this. On first glance, I assumed that this was a necklace, like a choker, and that this dangled. And then I had a really funny mental image of wearing this on a boat, because I feel like if you're the type of person shopping on Ssense, you have a friend who has a boat, or maybe you're a friend with a boat. And peering out over the peaceful, placid water while wearing my Connor Ives multicolored fish lure keychain, and a gar just hops out the bitch. Grabs my lure and yanks me into the murky depths. I think that'd be a pretty beautiful way to die, actually. All right, I was about to be really nice to these. By Martine Rose, the Ssense exclusive gray French knickers shorts for $385. I was gonna say all sorts of nice things like this is the future. This is melding the feminine and the masculine. The little bow on the front is fantastic. The little puckering, the puckered fabric, the little scalloped lace trim, and of course this lace. This is so fun. I think it's creative. I love it. I also think it's approachable. Obviously not financially, but aesthetically, right? And then I kept scrolling and I was like, weird. Why does this hem look so plain compared to this extravagant hem right here? And then I kept scrolling and I realized that I was made a fool of. I realized I was made a mark. I realized Martine Rose played in my face. Because why does the lace trim not include the back of the shorts? Ew. The zipper? I don't like that. I don't like the zipper being this conspicuous peach color. I think it should be gray. I think it should blend in. No, because now they just look like regular boxers from the back. It like defeats the entire purpose. And I've had people, when I complain about aesthetics not continuing onto the backs of articles of clothing, comment like, well, that would make it uncomfortable to sit in or lean against a wall in. And first of all, I don't care. First of all, I don't care because fashion over function, cuntiness over comfort. I've always said that. And that's how I live my life. Do you think I'm comfortable in this dress right now? Do you think I'm comfortable that anytime I move my eyes, I can see my boobs in my peripheral vision because this dress is so low cut? No! No, I'm not! But I do it anyway because it looks good. I'm never comfortable. I haven't been comfortable. Being comfortable in my clothes is for when I'm sleeping in my bed. Being comfortable in my clothes is for when I'm going night-night. When people can see me, I have to suffer for my art. La bellezza duele. I don't care if sitting down on this lace paneling would be uncomfortable on your upper thighs. These shorts cost $385. I'm not paying $40 a month for shorts that are only cool from one angle. That's what I'm saying. Aw, wait, they're made in Bulgaria. That's where my best friend is from. Shout out, Bulgaria. Shout out, big ups to Bulgaria. We love Bulgaria in this household. Oh, let's talk about her. The Connor Ives white jellyfish top. First of all, I like how this outfit is styled. I like this shirt with this skirt. I don't know why. This dry bar colored skirt. When at any other point in time have you ever seen this color combination of yellow and gray? It weirdly works. I think this shirt's quirky. I like it. I do like it. Oh, it's mostly bamboo. I just bought fancy bamboo sheets from a store that I found in an article on betterhomesandgardens.com. This is 31. When I saw this shirt, when I first clapped eyes on it, I did think, oh, cool. They made a shirt inspired by when your cat gets a hold of the toilet paper roll in your bathroom. I hate these sleeves. I don't know what to call sleeves like this that are like cutting the shoulders in half like that. It's like muscle tee sleeves. I don't like it on myself, to be honest, so I have extended that into not liking it on anything. But at the same time, I understand why the top of the shirt is so basic, because you want to put all the emphasis on the hem, which is wild and kooky and crazy. Also, I might be asking for too much, and this might compromise the comfort of the shirt. It's mostly cotton and bamboo, which means it would be pretty solid in hot weather if I'm understanding fabrics correctly. So it's not like an extra layer of the shirt is absolutely necessary, but I'm just saying that for $430, I would appreciate if the label of my shirt wasn't visible through it. Finally a shirt for the... Finally, some merch for the cauliflower fandom. I've been begging for something I could wear to show my deep, passionate, sometimes erotic love of that puffy white vegetable, and now I finally have it. The stressful thing about being part of the cauliflower fandom and wearing this shirt is that sometimes people from the slime mold fandom think that I'm one of them because they see the shirt and I'm like, oh yeah, like that looks like mold. And I'm like, no, it's cauliflower. And then what happens after that that's also really annoying is people in the cumulonimbus cloud fandom think that I'm wearing the shirt for them. And it's like, oh my God, bro. And if that's not bad enough, sometimes people in the cotton ball fandom will see me wearing this and they're like, oh my God, you're one of us. And then before I can even answer, some bitch in the hydrangea fandom pops out of the woodwork and they're like, hey girl. And I'm like, don't hey girl me. I'm not one of you. This is for cauliflower. And then when I finally think I'm out of the woods, I turn another corner and someone from the nuclear war fandom shows up and they're like, oh my God, sick mushroom cloud tank top. And that's when things have to get physical, obviously. This is the Colina Strada beige meadow path tank top. Oh, it's like flowers. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's like a Queen Anne's lace type thing. And then someone from the Queen Anne's lace fandom shows up, and I'm like, you're all right. I like Queen Anne's lace. I think it's really pretty. Oh, this is silk. Ooh, since I bought that Selkie dress, I'm big into silk right now. I mean, like, this is very beautiful. This is the kind of thing that I would only ever want to look at. I don't think I could deal with having this on my body. I don't think I could deal with having to style this. I think I would be so scared wearing this out. Even though silk is not like a delicate fabric. Like, its whole thing is that it's strong, if I'm recalling fabrics correctly. But still, like, these delicate gossamer little blooms all over my chest. Putting aside the entire fact, I'm trying to be a little less gauche in my videos. Putting aside the fact that my boobs are orders of magnitude larger than the models, and I would have to deal with that if I owned this shirt. That would complicate things as well, of course. Okay, we're pushing boundaries now. Also from Colina Strada, black Dante lace trousers. You don't say. What can I say about these that isn't already said by their very existence? I don't really understand them. Like, if these were more of a bell-bottom type thing and the width of the lace at the bottom was wider than at the knee, that might be something. Maybe. I just feel like I'd rather have these silky little lad pantaloons that end at my knees with no lace. I feel like the lace is just there because it's quirky. I don't feel as though they really add anything artistically to the pants. I don't know. It just feels like kind of a waste. Also, can you imagine wearing these outside? How totally shredded they would be if you wore them with flats like this model. Oh my god. It doesn't even look like particularly extravagant lace. Like, it's just kind of, you know, there. And I think these pants are quite pretty. I like this flower with the drip. I think they look shiny. They look pretty. I love like a black silk background with a floral on it. I just think it looks beautiful. I think it's very striking. And the lace is just kind of like an unnecessary rim shot on an already successful joke. You know what I mean? $301. That's not even crazy. $300 for a pair of like designer trousers? Maybe not. I'm looking at the fabrics in question. I don't know. Oh my god, I've unlocked a whole rabbit hole of quirky pants. This one looks like some sort of exotic sea creature. These two pants together look like what clown rappers might wear on stage. Like a clown who comes from a prestigious family of famous clowns, and the clown, like, they are clowns. It's not like a career thing where it's like, no, dad, that's your dream. I'm not going to be a clown. Like, I guess in this example, clowning is more of like an ethnic group than it is a profession. Like, you're born a clown the way that you're born like Latina, I guess. So like, they're gonna be a clown, but they don't want to be a performing clown. They want to be clown rappers. And it leads to this whole rift with their parents, and they run off and they start like an underground clown rap collective. And I know what you're thinking. What does clown rap sound like? And I think I would like you guys to figure that out. All I'm just imagining is like regular trap beats with horns interspersed, and maybe anytime there's a gunshot, instead of a gunshot sound, it's the sound of someone being hit in the face with a pie. If any of you produce music, I would love to hear some clown rap. This also looks like some sort of exotic fish. It's the fins. It literally has fins. I think of the pants I've seen in this row so far, I like these ones the best, which is why I haven't said anything about them, because I just like them. Puzzle flower? What the hell does that mean? $213 for a pair of 100% cotton trousers also does not feel like wildly extravagant pricing. Oh, because they're 50% off. They're actually $425. Oh, wow, this top looks like it fully has a sea cucumber crawling across the abdomen. Things are getting very nautical in this episode of Window Shopping. We started by talking about the new age marina prep salmon short, and now we're just talking about life under the sea. I just want to go to the aquarium real bad. Obviously, Boston has a very famous aquarium. The New England Aquarium is very well known. I don't like going there because one of the first times I went, my friend and her dad took me there like 2 weeks after my dad died when I was 9. So now I always associate the New England Aquarium with grief. It does have a killer gift shop though. Do these have little amoebas on them? What are these little shapes? Bloom Doodle. The supplier color is Bloom Doodle. Oh, for sure. That's adorable. I do like this less now that I know these aren't little microorganisms, but I can pretend. This is so cute. This is like something a really trendy elementary school teacher could wear. This is if they made like a Gen Z reboot of the Magic School Bus, Miss Frizzle would be wearing these pants. Are these pockets? Yeah, these are cargo pants, right? Flap pockets throughout. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Oh, for sure. And Gen Z Miss Frizzle would have like a bunch of marbles in this pocket and those little counting bears in this pocket. And this pocket would just be 100% full of vapes. Like, it would be so cute. This I definitely have questions about. Gray cinch t-shirt for $153, originally $340. And it's just an LSU t-shirt with a drawstring. Could you not make this for like I don't know, $10 in an afternoon. Like, it doesn't even like look that good. It's obviously, this is me like doing math in my head. It's obviously intentional that the shirt looks DIY. It's an LSU t-shirt. It's a college shirt. Everyone's got a college shirt lying around. The hem of the t-shirt is conspicuously visible in a way that looks kind of unprofessional. I think even the collar has been tugged down in a way by the cinching that it wouldn't be if the shirt was like, air quotes, made better. But it's not supposed to be made better. It's supposed to look like something that somebody just whipped up in their dorm room when they were bored one day, right? Is that the thesis? But if that's the thesis, why is it the thesis? What's the story? Is there a story? I'm curious if there's a story. Is it satirical? Is it supposed to be funny? Can clothes be satirical? I think so. If art can be satirical and fashion is art, then clothing can also be part of that satire. But is it? Does anybody have Connor Ives' phone number? I have questions. Oh, this rocks, dude. I love this dress. I really, really like this. This is something else that Gen Z Miss Frizzle could wear. I think this is gorgeous. I love patchwork stuff like this. There's a dress from one of the ASOS window shoppings that's similar to this. It's multiple different fabrics, but it's all blue. And every time I go on ASOS, it's still there and it's not sold out yet. And I always think about buying it. I love the orange panel, the check here. I think this is so gorgeous. And obviously, I would look very beautiful in it. Like, that kind of goes without saying. But I think anyone would. I want to talk about 4 items at the same time. These are all from the brand Kalina Strada. 3 of them are rings, and 1 of them is a pair of pink Maldives pants. And I like all 4 of these because they all carry the vibe that whoever is the creative director of this brand is a 10-year-old girl living in the year 2004. And that's pretty specific, and it's specific for a reason. I was a 10-year-old girl in 2004, and if I had been tasked with creating jewelry and clothing to sell to the masses, this is exactly what I would have come up with. This is so cute. It's so ugly, and it's so cute. Hand enameled, glittered, recycled pewter ring in green. Why not? Look at this man. Look at this man. Little frog man. This is adorable. But I don't believe that adults have enough whimsy in their heart to think of this. He's so oblong. He's precious to me. This is straight up hideous. I hate it. I don't like his big soulless crystal eyes, and I don't like all of these crystal zits all over his face. Oh my god, I love high fashion. These shoes look like they make the same sound when you take a step that Squidward makes when he walks. He looks like one of the groupies at the clown rap show I mentioned earlier. This bear is so ugly, he looks like he could be a new character in the next Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Misshapen and awkward in the same way that a child's drawing might be. Like, I can envision myself drawing this as a child to get out my frustrations for how much I'm struggling with learning fractions and cursive. And then these pants, they're very clueless with the plaid, but they totally look like something my Bratz dolls would have worn, especially with these chunky pumps, and that I would have thought of if tasked with designing clothes to sell to adults. Like if the show True Jackson VP happened to me at 10 years old instead of teenage Keke Palmer, this is what I would be selling. On this page, I have everything sorted price high to low. I wanted to see exactly how much it is possible to ball out on Ssense. And according to this sorting, the most expensive thing is this silver and gold keychain necklace, which is $32,500. This is like a status thing. This is the kind of thing that when rappers get their chains snatched, these are the chains in question, I imagine. Next up, I want to talk about this red and black skirt. Yes, this is a skirt, just a skirt, from Noir K Ninomiya. This is gorgeous. I think this is very beautiful. It is, in fact, $15,579, but that's marked down from $17,310. So what's really the problem? You've probably got a retirement account from some old job with 10 grand in it. Go ahead and liquidate that. Put it towards this. You need it. The concept of this being a skirt is something I'm really struggling to grapple with. I think it's the suspenders The suspenders on the skirt, these leather straps holding it up, they remind me of in cartoons when somebody loses all their money and then they wear a barrel with suspenders. In researching for that joke, I learned that this has a whole Wikipedia page and it's called a bankruptcy barrel. This skirt reminds me of that, but being $15,000 and covered with cloth flowers, I would say it's probably the opposite of a bankruptcy barrel. It's like a windfall barrel. You can only wear this barrel if you have money. Although, actually, now that I'm saying all that, it costing 15 grand might increase the likelihood that if you do buy this and do wear it, this is your version of a bankruptcy barrel. Oh my god, there's a matching top! You know what? If you wore these together, it would look like you were drowning in an ocean with a bunch of seaweed in it. This is from Junya Watanabe. This is a silver polyester glitter organdy midi dress, semi-sheer polyester organdy lame midi dress, webbing press release straps and cinch straps throughout. Oh, like press release, not press release. Right. That really caught me up for a second, but I got back to it. This is like a great dress if you want to be the inside of a Lindor truffle wrapper for Halloween. This is nuts. What does this even look like from the back? Oh, okay. Okay. Earlier I said that the models can kind of sell me on anything. I don't think I'm being sold this one. Kind of dig the mystery of these shoes. This toe box is so deep, it's like a little cave. I kind of appreciate when high fashion designers will take something really normal, like a pair of leather peep toe pumps, and ask the question, is anybody going to change one small detail of this and make it off-putting? And then not wait for an answer. Are these pockets? Yeah. So like the Gen Z Miss Frizzle cargo pants, I can hide a lot of objects in here. I think if I had this dress, I would just fill it with magnets of various sizes and just kind of see what that does. See what doors I get yanked into when I'm walking out and about. I know that it's ridiculous to single out one detail of this absurd article of clothing. I don't like this collar. I don't like the cinching on the collar. I know I say this all the time. I feel like this dress would look better if it were shorter. Like imagine if this was the bottom of the dress. It would seem kind of space age, right? Like a little bit of an unkempt Barbarella type look. I could get down with that. This is also from Junya Watanabe. This is taking me on a journey that I am really enjoying being on. Multicolor satin foiled midi dress and multi-fabrics vest set. Okay, first of all, this is not a midi dress. If it hits the ankles, it's not a midi dress. What are we talking about? Reckless misuse of the word midi. This vest is kind of killer. It looks a little bit like, what's that game, that old PlayStation game where you roll around and stuff sticks to you? Katamari. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. It's kind of giving this. And the fabrics in question, like these hanging straps and the like nylon polyester of it all, a Frankenstein monster of the sales section of an REI. Or like a Land's End, somewhere you can get like camping goods. Like, you know, at the end of the Iron Giant where he explodes? Sorry if that spoils the movie for you, but it's been out for like 30 years. And also I hate it, so I don't care. I hate the Iron Giant. I hate it because of that day in 2003 when Cartoon Network played it on loop for an entire day and I couldn't watch my shows. At the end of the Iron Giant, when the titular Iron Giant explodes, but then at the very end, it's like a hope spot where all his little pieces come back together. This vest looks like if he, instead of made of iron, he was made out of parkas. The Elastane Giant. This is crazy. I love it. You laid down for a nap in a pile of laundry and were struck with the world's strongest case of static cling. Oh, this rocks. This is also Junya Watanabe, black camine protector jacket. It's like if instead of cars, Transformers transformed out of dead stock from a luggage store. I like this, dude. I would wear this. This doesn't even make sense. Yeah, like if you put a backpack in a butterfly chrysalis, this is what would come out after. Oh, and I love the pants they paired this with too. This is fire. Like 6,831 buccarinos. And you know what? Deserved. You know, like I have no qualms with this one. This is my favorite. This one I like the best. I am rocking very heavily with Junya Watanabe. Is it reasonable to charge $2,000 for a faux leather jacket, even with this much detail? I don't think I know enough about the value of leather to answer that question. What? Other people can see this, right? Black enamel triangle top. If you say so. This is actually just like a triangular prism. Openings throughout. Sculptural, rigid, and glossy polymer pullover top. In the loosest possible definition of the word top. Or pullover. I have a follow-up question. If the idea is just that I insert my body through whichever openings make the most sense, why does this have to be a shirt? Can this not just be a free use triangle that I can freak on in any particular way? Just a free triangle, not a free triangle, a $2,844 triangle that I'm free to use in whatever stylistic way makes the most sense to me on that particular day. Why make something so inherently without rule and then point me in a particular direction by calling it a pullover top? It's not. It's a triangle. If I can fit my hips through one of these openings, can it not be a black enamel triangle skirt? If I'm able to get this on my body by only inserting my head through one of the openings and not bringing my shoulder up through it, then it's technically a black enamel triangle necklace, is it not? Oh my god, there's only one left! Guys, oh god. Oh my god. Guys? Guys? I fear I want the $2,800 triangle, but I'm curious if there's other shapes. And then I'm also curious as to what other shapes might be conducive to an object like this. Can I get a big 3-dimensional trapezoid to wear? That makes sense as a skirt. Hey, don't think you can hide from me, Rick Owens. What's going on here? Rick Owens brown Porterville garland top. Single shoulder construction, elasticized bubble hem and shoulder strap. Low back, full stretch mesh lining. Where are you seeing all these details, Rick? Ooh. Okay, I like this. I like these. Rick, I'm not talking about these. Rick. Oh, geez, Rick. 90% alpaca. Yeah, I knew this had to be a natural fiber. I don't want to say what I'm thinking. Like, girl, it looks like excrement. It does. I'm sorry. It does. No. Like, guys, it looks like droppings from some sort of animal. Like a large animal, like an elephant, or perhaps a dinosaur, or some sort of giant prehistoric bird. It's so stupid to look at high fashion and be like, I wouldn't wear this to my office job. Like, duh, you know? But I don't want to pay $1,800 to buy what looks like the inside of my vacuum filter. This is also Rick Owens, the Black Hollywood Jumbo Stooges cropped leather jacket, which is $8,740. This is popular. There's only 2 of them left, and I understand why. This is a great jacket to purchase if you want to very inconspicuously steal somebody's mini fridge. Walks out of party in suspiciously mini fridge shaped jacket. This is kind of a hysterical photo. I really like the silhouette that is being given by the combination of this skirt and jacket. It's very cartoonish. Boxiness aside, I do think this is a very beautiful jacket. I like the tone of it. I like that it's sort of greenish. I like the different grains of leather that we're seeing here. I like what they've done with the zippers. I think the collar is really striking. Like, I think it's actually pretty cool looking. It's just also, like, funny. Which is, I think, fashion at its best speaks to both of those parts of the brain, you know? Like, you can revere it for its beautiful construction, but sometimes art is a little funny. Like this, for example. Jacquemus. This would be a pretty dangerous thing to wear if you're really into fashion, but you're also short. Because if you're ever getting into it with someone, they can just grab you by the handle and hoist you up in the air and you're swinging your arms like, why I order? Like, that would be a really awkward situation for you. What's like the single cheapest thing I can buy? I can get a Versace thong for $31. What a steal. I'm gonna cut it right there because I felt genuine temptation to buy the Versace thong, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to have that on my bank statement. So it's over now. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Window Shopping. And don't forget to use code NisiPisa for 10% off at checkout at your local completely normal and not at all awkwardly shoehorned in replacement outro because I forgot to film it when I was recording the rest of the video store. I love you so much. Goodbye.